Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Words Can Kill. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about, $8. It's 15% off until October 6th, so if you like what you see here, you can get the game for about $1 cheaper. So, what is Words Can Kill? Well, based on what I've played so far, it's kind of like, if you've ever played the old game Bookworm, but add a deck building element to it. It's also got a Slay the Spire type progression, where you're going from spot to spot to spot on a grandiose map. So let's go ahead and jump into the options menu real quick so you can see what's going on there. Just pause if you want to see any of this in greater detail, but I do have the music off just to prevent any sort of copyright issues. All right, let's go ahead and play a new game. I did play the prologue off camera. It's just a simple tutorial, gets you through most of it. You get to choose your hero. There's a scout. There are some other characters that you can unlock, but you have to, unfortunately, progress in order to do so. Let's go ahead and just choose that hero there. And I get to choose a path. You can see possible worlds recommended for the best user experience. You don't see possible worlds. You get additional bonuses for longer words. The Path of the Doomed. You don't see possible worlds. So this is like a difficulty, I guess. We'll go ahead and do Path of the Gifted for right now. Okay, so this game uses word lists based on various dictionaries. Very rare words, jock, Kjot, Zax, capitalized words, musical notes, and words like are not considered as valid. Two-letter words are vital for game balance. You can look at the list of valid two-letter words down below. I'll do that later. All right, let's go ahead and start the run. You start with a random 12-tile deck, 5 vowels and 7 consonants. Y is considered as a vowel. All right, here's a quick look at my deck there. So this is what I start with. Oh, goody! I start with the letter X. Who doesn't like the letter X? Stupid letter X. It's always the bane of my existence in Scrabble. All right, well, anyway, let's go ahead and just move on to gear. There is a very light RPG style in this where you're, equipping either a head slot or there's also weapon, shield, and a chest plate. My family sword deals +1 damage if a word has 4+ letters. You will be able to visit shops and the like in order to sell these things. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the very first spot. Okay. All right, so like in Slay the Spire fashion, you'll be able to see what your opponents are intending to do to you. So in this case, this one intends to attack for 3, and this one intends to attack for 3. So defense is probably what I'm going to want. Now, what's cool is that you don't have to be a word guru in order to play this game. On the very top of the screen is a list of all the different words that you have access to based on your choice, or it's based on your letter draw for your hand. Now, if you don't like your letters, there is a refresh button on the right, but that'll cost you some health in order to do that. Now, you can put letters into one of two areas. You can put it on the right to attack enemies, and you can put it on the left to defend yourself. So what I may want to do is if I put Pixie here, and then I click on the shield, that will block, it looks like 7 damage, which might be a little bit too much. Let's see if I can get away with, like, something like that, 6, and could I possibly come up like by or something like that? So I'm attacking for 4, and I'm defending for 6. So I'm going to click on the shield to defend myself. You can't undo meaningful actions, attack, block, draw. You will not be able to put a new tile between tiles left on the board after such actions. Be careful. I think I'm okay with that. We'll just take that. So I'm blocking for 6, which will block this attack perfectly. And then I'll be able to do just, looks like 4 damage. I've got 2 points for B and 2 points for Y. You can actually see the amount there in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Okay, so it wasn't a great turn. Let's go ahead and... Now, you can also click and drag a tile up to the top in order to discard it, and that will also clear out all of the letters in a particular area. You may want to do that because some enemies will actually contribute bad letters to one of your 2 areas. So if it puts like a J or something in one of your areas and you don't like it there, you can discard a letter in order to get rid of it. I'm just going to go ahead and... Now, I can also reserve tiles by placing them into one of these 2 areas. I do not like the letter X. I'm just going to hit play here. Yep, so they attacked me, no problem. Oh, I guess it kept it in my hand. That's kind of weird. I thought it would discard. Anyway, let's see what we've got. Ooh, that's a pretty great one, this X Toll. I'm curious to know how much damage that's going to do. It's 8 damage? Would that finish everything off? I think it will. Let's just do it. I'm curious to see if it's going to do damage to one or both. The tutorial didn't really cover that. So for science, we're going to do 7 damage with these letters, plus 1 because we've got more than 4. We got more than 3 letters in this attack area. So let's just do it. Okay, so it only attacks for 1, unfortunately. So this one's going to hit me for 2, which is fine, I guess. We'll just hit play. All right. That's something the tutorial could have touched on, but didn't. The tutorial only gave me, like, 1 opponent to fight. Okay, so now I've got all of these. Let's see if I can just quickly kill it with a word. Oh, yeah, that's plenty. That's 7 points right there. Dead. Okay. Not too shabby. Victory. We gain a new tile and 6 money. What kind of tile do I want? If I choose the letter K, it will restore 1 health when used in a word. I like stuff like that, and because I don't have to worry about a dictionary, I've got one right there in the game, I think I'll choose that one and help myself out. Alright, we're going to move on to the next area, and I can either restore 15 health, which I only need 8, or I can increase my health total by 10%. I think I'll do that instead, so I'm not over healing, I guess it were. Moving on to the next area, I can now buy things from the market. Do I want to buy anything for the market? I've got 26 coin. I could buy this horned helmet. Enemies have 3 HP less. I have a shield. Draw 1 tile and place it on the right side of the attack board. That's nice, although I already got a shield. It doesn't have any bonuses, but it's nice. I'd rather get a head slot and a shield first, just to... Yeah, I don't know. Gain 2 block if a word contains the letter M or the letter N. Looking at my deck, I don't have a letter N or a letter M, so that seems kind of silly for me to take such a thing. Yeah, maybe I just pass on this, or maybe take one of these chest pieces. Once per turn, when you discard a tile, draw 1 tile. I like stuff like that. That is brilliant. When you discard a tile, gain 1 block. I kind of like the whole drawing new tiles thing. I will buy that for 20, and that gets equipped here. You can also drag items and sell them for a certain amount of money. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of the market. And we can either go right or down. Now, it looks like there may be an elite mob down there. There's a shop. Let's just take the path of least resistance and go this way with it. Okay, so we've got 1 enemy here. Intends to decrease your power by 1. I'm not too worried about that. And unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of choices here. Lot and Tot. Nothing with a K. I could sacrifice 3 health, but that's awful. Maybe I'll put the K here. Actually, let's do this first. We'll do Lot like that, and that's just 3 damage, so fine. And we'll reserve the K here and get rid of this K. Why did that happen? Oh, that's right. I did that out of order. Let's get rid of that one and do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Fine, and we'll hit... Well, no, I'll just keep it. Yeah. You can place the remaining tiles on the attacker board or yeah. Well, I'm just going to keep them in my hand. Oh, I see. Putting them on the board lets you draw more tiles. That's what that is. That's the... I'm like, what's the advantage of putting them in attack or defense? It doesn't clutter up your hand anymore. I totally get it now. Okay. Pity. It's not a great one. Let's do Kip. Well, that's going to be... Yeah, let's do that. That's going to give me 5 healing or 5 defense. Yeah, let's do that. And playing the K actually heals me. And now I can play buy and also heal my, just defend for, for 3. Now here's the thing, the game didn't tell me if defense carries over. So I'll be really curious to see if it does. It does not. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, so now he intends to add the letter G to either my attack or defense grid. This letter T that I've locked in here from a previous turn cannot be moved at this point. Worth mentioning that. So let's just hit him with everything we've got. The best word that we can create is that. Although, yeah, I mean, that's 7 damage. I mean, why not? Let's just go for it. And I'll put the letter B here and the X there and hope that I get something. Yeah, that's just fine. Alright, so he put the G in my attack area. That might be something. Ooh, 6 damage kilt. Okay, so I can't do anything with any of the... Yeah, based on this, I'm going to have to discard something. I'm going to get rid of this K here to discard all of these letters. Now, I'll be able to put this somewhere. I want to defend, so kilt here will give me healing and defend me for 5. Alright, and I'm going to take 1 damage, but I'm also going to heal 1 damage. So it's not terrible. I'll put the Y in defense. Okay. And we've got that letter. That letter K is going to be awesome. He intends to lower my attack again, my power by 1. So he's going to keep doing this to me until I take him out. So now is a good time to attack, I think. Let's use that. I want to use attack as much as possible. Oof. This is bad. Okay, well, beg is, oh, G is 0? Ugh. Maybe we'll do bay, B-E-Y. That has to be a defense. I wish it would sort by strength rather than length. You know what, I could, no, if I discard this Y, it just, yeah. Okay, let's just keep the video moving. We'll do bet there. It's only, what, 3 damage? That's pretty terrible. I wanted to use this K somewhere so that I could heal. Maybe let's just attack with it, and then I'll do this to discard that, and I'm going to put the K here for attack later, and the T there, and fine. Alright, wow, that's actually a little bit better. X-Tall can only be used for defense. Kopek is for offense. He's going to do 6 damage to me. I'm trying not to die. I could try and break this up so I can maybe do something like this. I need 6 defense. So what pot is going to be 2? Ugh. See, that -2 power is killing me. I am not liking that at all. Let's undo that. It may have to be a long word. X-Tall again. Okay. That's 4 defense. Out of all of that, that's 4 defense. That's awful. What about Kopek? What? You know what? Let's just attack him and try and kill him quickly. We're going to take some damage, but let's just keep the video moving. That's going to be 10 damage. I'm happy with that. This X, I don't have the letter A in my deck. Otherwise, I'd make something like tax. Let's put the letter L out here and the letter X. Well, yeah, we would just do that. That's fine. Oh, that's right. I forgot, if you discard a tile, you get a new one. I completely forgot about that ability. I took that ability, got really excited about it, and then never used it. If I use it, I get no defense for having this. So let's just undo that. Put that over here for offense and move on. Okay, let's see. Box-like. Yeah, 11 damage. Yes, please. There we go. Done. 7 letters. I love the fact that the game gives you these letters, the words to work with. Choose a tile. Plus 2 points on the defense board. K gives me more health. I've got so many of those. I'm going to take the letter U and choose that one. All right, folks. Well, there you go. That was a very quick look at Words Can Kill. All in all, it's not a bad little game. There's a couple of other of these games out there that, again, there's games like Bookworm. Not the first one, but there's like an adventure one where you're braving it from left to right. There's another one which name escapes me right now. It involves like the Grim Reaper, and you're spelling words, and you're unlocking new abilities. It's a meta progression kind of thing. It's a lot of fun as well. So I've played these kinds of games before, but I do like the fact that there is a deck building element to this, and it's not random. I'm really interested to see what other combinations can come up as the result of, just various combos. I know, again, there's a lot of RNG in your starter deck, but I do like the fact that you'll be able to customize it a little bit as you go. It's not going to be perfect. Hopefully there will be ways to call tiles later on that you don't want and so on, but again, this is more of like a first impressions, but first impressions are good. If you're interested in word games that don't challenge you too much, again, there's an easier mode so that you don't have to be challenged. Then definitely check this game out. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.